different than where I live, but it will be right for one, that your loved ones are taken care of, that they understand what your wishes are, and it makes it very clear and so much easier. I'll tell you, uh, because when the time comes, Paige, I think talk about peace of mind, but it's also understanding that it is going to make what is probably one of the most difficult times in life at least that much easier, because it's not complex in terms of trying to figure out. You don't necessarily have the conflict that sometimes comes between family members when this is how you protect your assets. This is how you ensure that what you want to have happen will happen. And also it is such a loving thing to be able to do for the people you care about. Paige, couple of other questions that I'm sure people probably want to know. So once I get this at home and I go through the process, and you mentioned that for a full year, if there are changes, we're able to make that. Are there any other charges that people might want to be aware of? And if you have a more complex situation, will you be asked questions to know that as well? Most difficult time in life, it is truly one of the best gifts that you can give to your loved ones. Couple things, I mean, because as you're listening to Paige, no one wants to think about not being there to care for their loved ones, but it's important that we all do it. And so as you're making your decision and considering this, and also think about what you would spend if you went to an attorney's office, because this will, as an individual, or whether you're creating one as a legal couple, and then all of the information that you need will be provided when you place your order, and then when between a will and a trust, and how that relates to what we're offering here this afternoon.
Yes. So it's a great time to get that living will in place too. So
Yeah.
it is very comprehensive. It's kind of one-stop shopping here. But it's so impressive that you can really check all those boxes with this.
Questions that sort of prompt you to understand. And when you consider, what do you want to happen to your home or your assets? Who do you want to care for your children in the event that you are not here? What decisions do you, for a lot of people, you thought, well, that's something that I have to have a certain amount of wealth to need, or that's something that's really expensive and complicated and out of reach for me. Well, we've got a sale price available today, and you're simply determining whether you want to create your estate plan as an individual, or whether as a legal couple, which would be a married couple or civil union. It's that simple. It's that easy. And so your item number is E322. The individual choice has been the most popular. It's just